The rich buy assets and the poor buy liabilities. And if you don't understand that concept, then you're just gonna stay stuck forever. In this video, I'm gonna break down to you what an asset is and what a liability is in the simplest way possible. Then I'll show you exactly what to buy if you want to build wealth. Now, first off, what is an asset? All an asset is something that puts money into your pockets. You could think of a dividend stock. In this case, companies will reward you for holding shares of their company. They may pay out every month, every quarter, or every year. But the point is, you get paid money just for holding shares of this company. You can't beat that. Think of rental properties. In this case, you will put down 20 to 25% onto a property. You would go ahead and lease it to someone else at a usual higher rate than your mortgage, and you would earn profit from that over time. Now, it's not just a profit that you will earn monthly from that, but also this is someone else that is paying down the debt that's owed on your house. So not only are you building equity that someone else is putting in for you, but you are also making monthly income from the monthly rent. It's a win-win situation. Think of a YouTube video. Yes, it does take time for this to pan out because you have to stay consistent. But this is a video catalog that takes a little bit of your time, but never takes from it again. You will get rewarded over time as your channel grows and you get more views. Think about ETFs. These are baskets of great companies that you can go ahead and buy, and those share prices go up over time. Over time, you aren't trading your time for money. That money is working for you. Think of a vending machine. Yes, it does take time to go out and buy the product, or maybe you can get the product delivered to your house. You also have to take a little time to go and restock the vending machine, or you have someone working for you to restock the vending machine. But the point is, you buy a product for a certain price. You sell it sometimes 2 or 3 times that price, and you get to make the difference in profit. That is something called an asset, and that asset is putting more money into your pockets. Long story short, all I'm trying to let you know is that an asset helps you make more money without trading more time. Assets. Now, what is a liability? Simply put, a liability is something that takes money out of your pockets. Think of streaming services that you don't use. I say this all the time. You don't watch Netflix, Hulu, Max, Amazon Prime, all of these other services all at the same time. Usually there's one that you cater to more and the other, well, they're just subscriptions that are coming out of your account monthly that are taken away from you building wealth. These are liabilities. Think about a new car and the car payments. I'm not just the biggest fan of Dave Ramsey, but he does know what he's talking about. And when it comes to vehicles, a lot of people will go and get these brand new cars and have these high payments as well as high insurance rates. And before you know it, they're paying out between $650 to $1,000 or more a month just for a car that is going to get them from A to B like everyone else. Now, I'm all for reliability, but reliability doesn't just come from something that's brand new. You're taking away from your wealth from the future by going ahead and buying depreciating assets. Because that's all this is. It's going to lose the most value in the first 3 years. And it will continue to lose value even in the first 5 years. Why would you buy something that is going to not only cost you money, but depreciate in value over a course of the first 5 years? It just doesn't make any sense. I hear people all the time buying fancy furniture. Well, this is just another depreciating asset. I don't understand how we feel like we can value something so much that other people are just going to put their behinds on. To each their own. I'm just saying, I'm giving you examples of liabilities. All right. Next, if you think about clothes, people will buy clothes on credit. They're trying to impress people that they don't know with money that they don't have. And these people you probably will never see again. Let's stop buying these liabilities. Stop wasting your money on things that don't matter. Liabilities feel good at first, but they don't build your future. They take away from it. Liabilities. Now, how do you spot the difference between what is an asset and what is a liability? Well, it's simple. you should really be asking yourself one simple question. Does this thing pay me or cost me? It's that simple. If it earns you money, it's an asset. If it drains your wallet, well, then it's a liability. And in some rare cases, it can be both. I mean, if you've ever heard of someone saying house poor, well, they spent so much money on their house that they can't afford to do anything else. Live life, maybe take a vacation, maybe put their kids in tutoring, or, put their kids maybe in, some extracurricular activities. This is where you don't want to be. If you're a family of 3, I can't tell you what to do, but buying a 5-bedroom home at this moment in time doesn't make the most sense, especially if it's a 5-bedroom home that's 3,200, 3,300 square feet, and you're really only using about 1,200 to 1,500 of it. Well, your electric bill, you have to keep all of it cool. Your gas bill, you have to keep all of it warm. You have to think about these type of things when you're making purchases. Does this help you or does it hurt you? Now, granted, if you're deciding to rent out the extra rooms, well then yes, this can potentially become an asset. But if you're uncomfortable with having random people in your home, especially when you have a kid, well then this kind of chalks up on the liability side. So that's why it's important for you to go ahead and make sure that you're doing your due diligence when you're evaluating whether or not this is going to add to you or take away from you. Now, of course, you want to know, what should you buy to build wealth? Now, if I was starting from scratch, I would buy and build assets in these 4 categories. First, I'd start off with digital products. YouTube content, I will go ahead and create videos so that way I can have a catalog that pays me over time. I'd have online courses or maybe some digital downloads that I could retain, and this information can help me hone in my skills that will pay me over time. This is an asset. Yes, it costs you money up front, but it's something that you're able to keep, and it will always give you knowledge. It can always pay you as well, depending on how far you go with it. The second category will be financial assets. So I love the idea of ETFs. These are big baskets of companies that are all under one ticker symbol and price. You can go ahead and grow over time with these. They're a lot safer than individual companies, and they're a lot less stressful. Go ahead and open you up a Roth IRA, and if you're not eligible for that, then just go ahead and open up an individual brokerage. But financial assets are a great place to store some of your money as well to build wealth. It'll pay you over time. Now, next category will be business assets. So we mentioned vending machines earlier, right? So think about it, the fact that maybe over a course of time, you build up your vending machines to where maybe you have 50, even 100 vending machines. That becomes different routes. Those routes are valuable, and essentially you can either hold on to those because they will still pay you over time, or you have other people that would love to purchase routes that are already made. Either way it go, that's an asset that you've also built up and can sell for a higher price. Maybe you purchase a business or even start one from scratch and scale it up to sell. Either way it go, these are great ideas in the business category. Think about cleaning services. All it takes is about 50 to 100 bucks to go get some cleaning products from Walmart, and you are good to go. You can create a free flyer from Canva, or if you want, you can just go door knock and just let people know, hey, you're getting started. Maybe you offer them a discount or at least a free cleaning, just so you can go ahead and take pictures and they promise you a review, and you can grow from there. There are several different ways to get started in this category, but this is a great asset to have along with the others. And the last asset class that I would tell you would be skill assets. You can learn how to use Canva, be really productive there. Learn how to copyright. Maybe you can learn marketing. You can do video editing. There are tons of skills that you can learn how to do. And it takes a little bit of time, some more than others, but the point is, once you hone in on that skill, that's a potential service outside of your day-to-day job that you have that can pay you exponentially. There are plenty of people that get started small and grow big just from skill-based services. So this is a valuable asset class to always have. So I'll repeat these assets again. You have the digital assets, you have the financial assets, you have the business assets, and you have the skill assets. These are 4 asset categories that you can buy or build that will help put money into your pockets. Now, it's important to shift your mindset from being a liability buyer to an asset buyer. And here's just some simple ways to go ahead and shift this mindset fast. First, go ahead and audit your last 10 purchases. Look at them. Are they liabilities or are they assets? Are they taken away from you or are they giving you back your time? And most importantly, putting money in your pockets. For future reference, you need to ask yourself, every time you spend, will this help me grow or will this have me working even harder in my future? Lastly, I tell you, start flipping those liabilities into assets. So I know that may sound confusing. Let's make it simple. You have clothes, older clothes that may have been nicer that, other people are still into. Decide to sell those clothes and the money that you get from that, get your camera, get your mic. That's flipping liabilities into assets because with the camera and the mic, you can make video content about things that you may know. Like I say, these videos can pay you over time. Another example for the fellas out there could be flipping those video games, all right? Video games take a lot of time away from you that is not productive. Go ahead, flip that into some money that maybe you can put towards a vending machine. Once you buy that vending machine, that's just one purchase. You're able to go ahead, stock it up with whatever items you decide to sell, and now you're starting to get the ball rolling and you can get paid. Try walking to your local barbershop, the local grocery store, any type of store. Just door knock, let them know, hey, you have a vending machine, you love to place it there. Maybe you give them 10 to 15% of profits, however it works for you. But the point is that you're buying an asset that will start putting money into your pocket over time. That's the whole goal. We're shifting our mindset from being a liability buyer to an asset buyer. Remember, every dollar is a choice, and you want to be making sure you're picking the choice of building up your future. Spend those dollars wisely. Look, if you want to stop struggling, stop buying things that don't pay you. Buy assets, get paid, and repeat that whole process again. It's that simple. Now comment below, what's one asset that you own or are willing to buy this year that's going to put money in your pockets? I love to hear all the different ideas because there are so many assets that you can buy. Let's work together and build up this community. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Remember, real wealth starts here. You have to develop that knowledge first before you can go out there and actually execute. Until next time, I'm your host, Marcus. You're here on Zero to Wealth, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.